Hey, people. So I just wanted to pop on here really quick and just make just say how many of you know that when you do something that the Lord has told you to do, or He lays something on your heart and you share it because there's somebody else that needs to hear what He's giving you to say. How many of you know the enemy is coming very quickly to see if you actually believe what you just said, what you just put out there? So I put out a couple of videos earlier this week because I just felt like it was the Lord put it on my heart, and people, whoever it was, just needed to be encouraged as I needed to be encouraged, because I was encouraged as I was repeating what He was saying to me. But most of you, if you're on my Facebook page, your family, you're a friend, you're an acquaintance, you just know because you're watching. Just kidding. You know that I am an independent paparazzi consultant. So I've been working it. I haven't worked it as much as I would like to. That's just full transparency. I mean, I live in Northern Virginia. I have a commute that's anywhere from 2 to 4 hours a day, depending. That's not an excuse. I can do more. But anyway, if you know me, you know that I'm a independent paparazzi consultant. So I have a business and I'm trying to build, and I'm trying to get it up. I'm trying to get customers and vending events and things like that. So I'm trying to get it going. Yesterday I was at work and just going through Facebook, checking stuff to see if anybody had commented on any photos for some jewelry, see if they liked it or whatever, because that's typically what I do. I'm reading posts and stuff, and I got overwhelmed by just frustration and just discouragement and rejection. I was like, and I'm sitting at my desk like, what just happened? And I had all these thoughts coming in my head, like, you should just give up. This was a bad idea. You shouldn't have done this. Why did you do this? I mean, it was just like boom, 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 just getting bombarded with all this stuff. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And at first, I would like to say that I immediately just took a stand and resisted, the enemy and those negative thoughts. I didn't. I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's like, it's happening for everybody else. Everybody's doing this and everybody's doing that. It's not happening for me. It's just not working. I don't have a bunch of people stopping me to do this, that, and the third, and all this. I mean, it's all these crazy thoughts. And then the Lord reminded me, like, didn't you just come up on, didn't you just post a video on Facebook a few days ago about telling people to trust the process? I was like, yeah, I did. And then didn't you come back and say to people, you posted another video and then you said to people that type of faith that looks at a situation or an obstacle or whatever and just walks in my peace, that kind of faith is only developed when you walk through something. I was like, yeah, I did. So yesterday and today, I had to, I had to have a come to Jesus meeting with just me and Yeshua. It's like, okay, either you believe it or you don't, or you don't. And I'm like, okay, is it discouraging when you see where you want to go? And you're trying everything that you can think to do to get there, and it seems like it's happening for everybody around you except you. It's easy to quit and to just give up. But he reminded me that I had a word from him, a very clear, distinct word about not just the paparazzi business, but some other things that I have been praying about for a long time. And then he reminded me about the word. He reminded me about Abraham and Sarah. When he told Abraham that he was going to give him a son, Sarah didn't get pregnant 6 weeks later and give birth to Isaac. It was 20 something years later when that happened. But Abraham had to hold on to that word that he had gotten from the Father. And the other thing is, like, the Lord, said, get up from where you are and go to a land that I'm going to show you. I'm going to give it to all your descendants. Now, that takes some faith to get up from everything that you to get up and leave everything that you know, all your family, what everything that you know, and go step out into something that you've never done before, that you didn't even you don't have the skill set to do. You don't know where you're going, but he says to go, so you go, and then you get there, and you're like, now what? And now you just walk around. You just walk around in the land. You go from one side to the other, because that's what he told you to do. You just keep stepping. Abraham was blessed. Abraham was counted as a friend of God because it was counted to him as righteousness because he believed him. I'm thinking he believed God, not Abraham believed himself, but he believed God. He believed what God said. And I'm sitting at my desk and I'm thinking about all this, and I'm like, okay, this isn't going to happen overnight. It's like, okay, so you're posting. I'm just knocking stuff over on my table. You're posting things, and you're posting pictures, and you're posting out your website, and I feel like I'm like, man, I keep posting all this stuff. I don't know who's seeing this stuff, because apparently nobody's seeing it because nobody's clicking it. That's what it felt like on Friday. And it's like, okay, God, I know what you said. I know what you said. I know what you told me. I hear what you're saying. And I also am happy that he corrected me about where my mind was going, because I just said the other day, is like, we have a goal, and we're here, and here's the goal, but we don't want to go this way through the goal to get to the goal. We want to go from here to here, straight to the goal. But there's a process. And on Friday, I got overwhelmed and discouraged and frustrated with the process. So the next thing that happened after I go through all of that, and I have I would love to say I didn't have a little pity party. I did have a little pity party for a little bit. It wasn't long because I didn't stay there, but it doesn't matter. I still do. I did it. But then I thought, if the enemy is hitting me so hard, I mean, it was like, wait, he's hitting me so hard to discourage me and to get me to feel like that the Father has rejected me. I mean, it was all kinds of stuff like the Father rejected me. I can't hear God for real. I must have just made that up. That didn't really just happen. I didn't hear that. All kinds of different stuff. It was like, and it was a direct frontal spiritual attack in dealing particularly, not just my business, but it was really messy. It was an attack against my faith, my trust in the Father, in the character and the integrity of the Father. I didn't see it at first, but it really was an attack of it's like when he came into the Garden of Eden and he says to Eve, he didn't come at her and just say, God lying to me. He was like, did God really say that? Did he really tell you that? And then he attacks the integrity of the Father by telling Eve, nah, what God said to you, that ain't really what's gonna happen. What the enemy was saying to Eve was like, God's keeping stuff from you. And that's exactly what I felt like on Friday. It's like, God's keeping stuff from me. He's giving out these blessings and these gifts to everybody around me, but he's keeping stuff from me. I was like, wow, that's exactly that's the tactic the enemy used in the garden and caused the fall of man. And it's a tactic that he still uses today. But it's just, he might have changed the flavor a little bit, the wording, the verbiage, whatever, but he still uses the same tactic today to get us to try to get us to think that God's withholding something from us. So I want to hear again to say, when it comes to you, and it will, that attack, that little the little fox that spoils the vine, to try to get you to let go of whatever it is that the Lord has told you he was going to do, or told you, make you think or question who you are in him. Because if the enemy can get you to question God and question who you are in him, he's got you. He's got you. It's a wrap. Don't let his tricks, don't let his little whispers and the discouraging things that happen and the little setbacks. Don't let those things make you think that you're nobody in God and God doesn't care about you, because that's not true. And please don't ever let those things that come at you, don't let them make you think that God can't be trusted, because he can be trusted. And the final thing I want to say, this is all stuff that I learned yesterday, because correction is awesome. I'm so thankful that the Father corrects us. It's like you have to, if you have something that you believe in him for, you have a dream. Like I have a dream, my business is going to blow up and I'm going to have all kinds of team members and all kinds of, customers out of nowhere. I believe that. I believe that. But believing it is one thing. Me actually doing things, putting things in place to make it happen, that's another thing. Like how the Lord told Abraham to get up and commence to walking. He's telling me the same thing. I had to get up and I got to do something. I can't just sit and wait on it to just come to me. Like, I can't just post things on Facebook. I have to actually talk to people in person. Say it ain't so. It's not something I really do a lot. I probably count on both my hands how many times I've actually done it. I have to do something that I would normally not do to get to where he wants me to be. So I'm saying all that to say, if you're my friend and associate, even if you're a friend of me, I hope you're not a friend of me. Hope you're not a friend of me. Please pray for me, because I'll pray for you. You pray for me. Pray that I don't lose heart. Pray that that I remain faithful to him, not just with his business, but with everything. Because with my business, he's going to try to attack the integrity of God and get me to question my identity. The enemy's going to try to attack and get me to question the integrity of God and question my identity in God in every other area of my life. Every other aspect of my life is going to happen. It's just this particular time, yesterday, was just, about my business. He's coming back at me again. Why? Because I came out and did something that the Lord told me to do, which was encourage somebody. So guess what? I know he's coming back for me again because I just did it again. I'm like, okay, I see what this is. You know what that tells me? That tells me that the Lord has heard, the Lord sees, and the enemy doesn't like what he thinks the Lord is going to do, or what he doesn't. He's afraid of your potential. He's afraid of my potential. He's going to, if there's nothing else he wants to do, he wants to separate us from the Lord himself. That's what he wants to do. I'm learning that the more obstacles and opposition that I face, that just means I'm getting closer to where God wants me to be. So then instead of me getting discouraged and giving up, I can rejoice. I can rejoice. And that's what I want to do. So you pray for me. I'll pray for you. I pray your strength in the Lord, that you continue to seek his face and believe him when he says that he has tattooed a picture of you on the palm of his hands, because that's exactly what he's done. He can be trusted. That has just been ringing in my spirit for days. He can be trusted to do exactly what he said he was going to do, but understand, he's not going to do it the way you think or I think he should do it. He's going to do it his way, because his way is the best way. And while he's working things out for your good, for my good, according to his plan, not my plan, trust the steps, trust the process. That's all we got to do. Sounds really small, but it's huge. We got to do that. Just trust the process and don't give up in the middle of the process. And when the frustration comes and the discouragement comes and it looks like the word that you thought you heard or the word that you heard is just not going to come to pass, understand that the Father himself says that his word will not return to him void. So whatever it is that you believe in him for, he already spoke to you about it. You hold on to it no matter how long it takes. And I'll do the same. Y'all be blessed. Oh, Yeah. Y'all be blessed. I was going to make another plug, but I'm not going to do that. Y'all be blessed. Bye.